Hello, everybody. This is your friendly neighbor, Lisa Foxy, and welcome back to Honkai Star Rail. And it's early in the morning for me, and I kind of just decided to wake up and try to also finish the story. But I also got a little bit of this and a little bit of that because of this morning that the game gave me. So hopefully, I will get lucky today to pull for Blade. Hopefully, I will get lucky. I'm sorry, my voice kind of cracks here because I'm just kind of waking up. So I plan to do that and do a little bit more extra into the game today. So here we go. I'm gonna pull for extra. There we go. And now we have enough, and hopefully we will be lucky enough to unlock awesome Mr. Blade. Alright, so here we go. Yes. That's her ball. Alright, so who do we get? Got Dang Han. That's who we got. He's like, nah, here's that. So rough to get him for some unknown reason. Usually I get pretty lucky, but not today. Alright, so we're just gonna have to wait and keep going. So until then, I'm gonna carry on in the story and maybe we'll get lucky to hopefully unlock Blade a little later. So for now, since so far I made it this far, I am planning to carry on in the story, and I hope you guys are gonna enjoy this with me today. Alright, so let's carry on in here in the story.
That imposter had the audacity to carry out her nefarious plans right under our noses. How utterly despicable. What worries me more is just how many more antimatter saboteurs are at large. This is... Huh? You're pretty familiar with this place. Yep, it's the Alchemy Commission. No wonder we were getting those military broadcasts on the way over. Something about the Cloud Knights gathering here, right? They're probably coming to fix the Stellaron problem. It's been such a long journey, but now we're finally gonna meet some Cloud Knights. I'll be back with my unit. I didn't lie to you, right? I told you I'd bring you somewhere safe, and I did. Though, we did take a bit of a detour.
Before I arrived in Starskiff Haven, I had a diviner read my fortune for the journey ahead. He told me not to be concerned with the destination, but to seize my chances and travel with the current to reap the greatest harvest.
Meaning?
Meaning, thank you, Miss Sushang.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go report to the nearest captain. You guys can hang around here, but don't run off too far. There'll be Cloud Knights coming to escort you back soon. Bye for now.
Cloud might invite us to go with them. Your homeland's got some really big rituals. Why are you near the accurate elixir farm? Oh, can't send a message. That's not good.
The messages never get sent. I wonder what's happening with those three. The Cloud Knights seem to be gathering for the Stellaron disaster. But why did Kafka want us to come here? What happened to them? And what happened to Blade? I've delayed for too long. I need more information.
Okay, well, thought I would check out the map, but I won't be doing that. I thought I could kind of look around. Okay, so I thought I missed something.
I'm sorry, I have to catch up to my friends. Thank you for looking out for me on this journey. Both of you.
What's he doing down there? I'm kind of curious.
I need to be careful. If I alert the Knights, they might take an interest in me.
Okay. That's why he won't go over there.
What a huge cauldron.
This aureate cauldron is driven by the cloud hymn magic of our people, the Vidyadhara. It drinks the water of the ancient sea like a whale swallows the tide and refines it into medicinal pellets.
I'm pretty sure I've leveled him up to 70. This must be because we're in a trial mode of it. But oh, actually, it's really. Oops. Hold on. I'm actually curious to see what. 8. Interesting. And then it tells you the base dealing station. Everything's 10. Alright. That's kind of how I kind of check things out on here.
All the elixir crucibles that the Vidyadhara helped to construct contain cloud hymn magic. You should take this chance to learn more, young master.
But I don't need any sort of device to help me command water. What more is there to learn?
You are indeed the chosen one, with endless potential. Yet, cloud hymn magic is just the beginning.
Of Vidyadhara Mirajago? Have these shadows of the past yet to disperse? These memories... No. They have nothing to do with me anymore.
Uh-oh. That's far from the truth.
They say that you're Lung's power incarnate. Is that true?
Long.
They say that you're Lung's power incarnate. Is that true?
I didn't mean to interrupt that. I'm sorry. Oh man, well, ooh. I wonder what he had to say about that. I have to slow down.
I doubt I will be here to see you take charge. No need to feel aggrieved. Videodara go through cycles of life and death, existing forever in this world. By the time you are the High Elder, my hatching rebirth will be complete, and I will be a child once again. Please take care of me.
Boy.
Surging power. It's you. You've returned, High Elder. Something terrible is happening in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Please, don't go any further. Your enemies are waiting for you.
I'm sorry. I cannot linger here. My friends have left. I must find them.
You didn't heed us then, and won't heed us now. As headstrong as you always were. It seems you already made your decision. There is a vessel bound for Scale Gorge Waterscape, located ahead.
Oh my.
He's here.
Right on time.
That feeling, Kafka. It's welling up within me. That feeling... It's...
Well, don't resist. Let the Mara strike you.
Oh wow.
You're here. It's time to pay the price! It's time! You think changing form will help you escape? Escape.
I've told you and that woman many times. I am Dan Heng. I have nothing to do with your past.
Dan Heng. You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past? You didn't even experience death. I will force this suffering upon you, Dan Heng. You will know the pain of death.
Not on my watch. You're not murdering anyone today, fugitive. You're coming with me.
Jing Yuan's lapdog. Did the general not teach you to choose your battles wisely?
Hey, move back. Things are about to... Huh? You look so familiar.
Look out!
Quit hiding. Your true self revealed.
Stop! You...
I have news for you, boy. Behind you is none other than the traitor of the Xianzhou. A criminal forever banished. The High Elder of the Vidyadhara. Imbibitor Lunae. You really thought the Stellaron hunters were the only ones to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
In that case, I'll bring both of you to justice.
Uh-oh. Oh man, it's gonna load that epic battle. It's so loading.
I've heard of you, Imbibitor Lunae. First it was the Stellaron hunters, now an exiled criminal has infiltrated the Xianzhou. Come get me.
I have no interest in stoking conflict. I came to ensure the safety of my friends.
Save your excuses for the shackling prison.
Out of the way! Do not be afraid.
What? I get to. Wow. Alright, let's do with these. That's so cool.
Better, but I'm afraid you won't be seeing your friends. They're caught in their own bitter struggle.
Silence! You're not getting away either!
Is that so? Let's heat things up then. Kafka?
Lady, listen to me. Unleash the Mara.
So it begins. Fail to send you.
Surrender!
The strength I wished not to use.
What's wrong? Afraid to hurt the boy?
You're all in on it!
Fail to send you.
Man.
I wonder if the others are okay. Gotta make this quick.
Wow.
You two just won't give up. I only have one choice.
So familiar. Did she teach you? Then you deserve no mercy.
Can't delay any longer. I didn't wish to harm anyone. But there's no other way. Forgive me. Heaven Surge.
Oh, so he enhanced 3 times. Okay.
No. I failed.
This isn't over.
All of you listen to me. Stop. Well, Blady, are you satisfied?
I don't think so.
What did you do?
I'm just clearing the stage for the grand entrance. Can't have you 3 misbehaving in front of the Lafu's hotshot general.
Qing Yuan.
General!
Many years have passed since the two of you departed the Xianzhou, and yet the circumstances of your return appear to be equally unhappy. If you still thought of me as a friend, you should have forewarned me.
My task is complete.
That it is. Thank you for assisting the Xianzhou in this small matter. Take this person away. I will pretend I didn't see anything this time.
General,
Now is not the time. It has been a long time, old friend.
I'm not him.
I'm sorry. You cannot leave yet. Your Astral Express friends are waiting for you in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Shall we go and see them together?
It's so cool that we got to try that new form of him. That is still exciting.
Lunarescent Depths, a realm of singular beauty. Scale Gorge Waterscape is the same as when I last laid eyes on it. And here we stand so different from one another. The flesh of long-life species may be immortal, but the constant of heaven and earth eludes them.
You know the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth cycle, General. The waters of the ancient sea have cleansed Danfeng of his past sin. The person that once stood here alongside you is no more. I am Dan Heng. Whether Danfeng was hero or villain has nothing to do with me. I bore his punishment, accepted my eternal banishment without complaint. But do not let his shadow cloud your estimation of me, General.
Raising old nets only darkens the water, an exercise in unhappiness. Perhaps it is your visage, the horns on your head, or the unmistakable air of the High Elder that makes the separation nigh impossible for me.
I already told you,
You did. But to what effect? If words alone were enough to change the heart, this world would be without quarrel. If you wish to rid me of the illusion of Danfeng, you must do something for me. Before I can let Danfeng die and revoke your banishment edict, I need him to do me one final favor. I can guarantee you that when it is done, you will no longer walk in anyone's shadow aboard the Luofu.
I may not be capable of the things that Danfeng was capable of.
You must do it, or my promise will count for naught. If you wish to blame someone, blame your previous incarnation. Had he not committed that terrible sin, had the power of dragon transmutation been passed on intact, I would have no need to compel you. It is as I said. Here we stand so different from one another. Danfeng is no more. Now, there is only Dan Heng. But I am the general of the Luofu. There are things that I wish I did not have to do, and yet I must. Let us talk of happier tidings. The friends you made on the Express are here. Do you wish to see them?
You brought them here?
Yes. They are waiting in the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. Go. Your friends are waiting for you.
How exciting. Now I'm curious about his character thing. Okay. No! Why? Fine. Alright. They knew I wanted to see his stats and everything, but okay. Still, he's so majestically pretty. Alright.
I have been keeping careful watch against the abominations of abundance, the Stellaron hunters, and the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. But I never anticipated the Antimatter Legion. The hunt is far from over, yet all the while we find ourselves at war with other evil spirits. From this battle onward, the Alliance must fight the Legion to our dying breath, even if it means the end of the Luofu. Our intelligence tells us that the Legion are a mad and destructive war machine. Yet they never took up arms against the Alliance. The armies of the Seven Ravagers all have their own means of destruction. They are not to be taken lightly. Lord Ravager Fantalia favors internal collapse, which is why she masterminded the Stellaron crisis and urged the disciples of Sanctus Medicus out of the shadows. Now that her plot has been laid bare, she has no choice but to retreat. And yet that hardly suits her philosophy of destruction. There must be something more.
A little lag there.
Do you know something? When Don Fong committed his great crime, the Ten Lords Commission advocated strongly for him to be destroyed. The Vidyadhara, on the other hand, were split evenly in their favor and disfavor of the motion. The dragon transmutation inheritance was not intact after all. The senior Vidyadhara hated you, yet did not dare to kill you. The Vidyadhara were under great pressure. In order to placate the Ten Lords and Skyfaring Commissions, they performed an exuviation charm on Don Fong against his will. Still, they ensured that the charm contained a flaw, thinking that this would fool the Ten Lords Commission. The senior Vidyadhara were sure of their scheme. But you cannot hide fire with paper.
Kind of curious around here before I go over there. Well, I see the others. So you'll have to excuse me. Sorry, guys, because I've just been, for some reason, I'm sneezing like a lot. I don't want to continue the story. I'm having so much fun playing him, even though I haven't did anything much with him. Okay, I was just kind of looking around. I gotta go help my friend. Alright. Well, still an amazing looking character, and I cannot wait to also unlock him. Just like I cannot wait to unlock Blade. But, yeah.
Look, Your friends are taking the fight to the Legion as we speak.
We need to help them. Let's go! The strength I wished not to use.
So he's got, like, there's other different forms of it.
The Heaven's Surge. Forgive me.
This is our chance.
Conflict is pitiless.
My turn.
There's no time.
This is our chance.
What about this? There's no time to lose. Here is thunder!
I told ya I could fight.
Ooh, can't. Alright, that's fine. Let's just get rid of this guy here. Feels so slow. There we go.
Rules are made to be broken. The times are changed. No time.
This is our chance.
I want to keep this form of him.
The Heaven's Surge. Now.
Here is thunder! Time for... Show no mercy.
The strength. The Heaven's Surge. Forgive me.
This is our chance.
There's no time to lose.
Surge. Now.
Let's make it quick.
Follow my charge.
Rules are made to be broken.
I wonder what his ultimate would have been for that form.
Xing Yuan, where have you been?
Forgive my late arrival, Lady Fu. We are indebted to you and your forces. The seats of divine foresight relate the battle reports to me. As for Fantilia's plan...
The Ambrosial Arbor. That's her focus. Lord Ravager Fantilia's strategy was to create civil strife, then let it consume the Xianzhou from within. She wanted to use the Arbor to disseminate the power of the Plague's Author, and turn the Luofu into a hell of undying abominations.
That is clear to me now. Friends of the Astral Express, I have brought someone with me whom I think you'll be eager to see.
Huh? Is that... Dan Heng? You are Dan Heng, right? What's with the horns?
It's a long story, March. It's me.
So, you do have secret strength.
Let us save such reminiscence for later, shall we? My astral guests. When you first appeared on the Luofu, Your stated aim was the resolution of the Stellaron crisis. I was concerned that the Stellaron hunters harbored ulterior motives and refused your offer. I see now that I was overly anxious. Nevertheless, it is true that the motives of the Stellaron hunters were not what they appeared. In order that the Express and the Xianzhou fight side by side, Kafka lured you here and broadened the scope of the crisis. In doing so, she succeeded in making it clear that your sincerity is beyond doubt. The Luofu is in your debt, and I have no right to seek further assistance from you. However, as Lady Fu has explained, the appearance of Phantilia means that the situation is far from under our control. As General of the Luofu, it would be foolish of me not to ask Dan Heng and the rest of you for your strength at this critical moment.
Even if the crisis on the Luofu had nothing to do with the Stellaron, I would be willing to help. But I can't speak for the other members of my crew. Explore, understand, establish, and connect. As the crew of the Express, that's the Trailblaze creed we follow. Still, when the journey gets tough, those words can feel far off. Fear, risk, enemies, and death are the obstacles we face in pursuit of the creed. That's why the nameless who are able to stay the course number few indeed. Whether our destination lies before us or behind us, the decision is ours to make. Here, as on the Express, every vote counts.
Dan Heng?
Thank you, Dan Heng.
How am I still one of the nameless? I stand here at the mercy of others without true freedom to speak. But as a descendant of the Vidyadhara, I will fulfill my duty to the Luofu.
Great! Everyone's just as heroic as when they arrived. So, what's the master plan, General?
There is no master plan, only a bet. A bet on the senior Vidyadhara's incomplete exuviation charm. And on Dan Heng's ability to access the memories of the High Elder.
High Elder?
When the Rainbow Arbiter severed the Ambrosial Arbor, remnants of the curse of the Plague's author lingered. In order to make the stemming of those remnants a possibility, the Luofu invoked the power of the Scions of Permanence. Under the direction of the High Elder, the Vidyadhara guided the waters of the ancient sea to flood the Scale Gorge waterscape delve and contain the Arbor. To commemorate this magnificent feat and sacrifice, the Alliance erected the Dragon Vista Rain Monument, a Vidyadhara statue.
Ah, it looks so much like Dan Heng. I wonder if... the statue... is that... Dan Heng's brother?
Huh.
I see why you might think so. These events occurred a long time ago. Yet successive generations of High Elders have not differed greatly in their appearance. That is, until the current generation. The most recent successor did not inherit the same level of power, and their appearance is that of a child. Do you understand, Dan Heng? Since Dongfeng perished, the Luofu Vidyadhara have no longer had an individual capable of performing such feats. But you, who once kept watch over the arbor, should be able to open a way through to that great tree. What happens next is in your hands.
Oh man. Soft music.
You scared the heck out of me! For a second, I thought you'd annoyed the general. It seemed like you were his prisoner. There I was, thinking up a plan to kidnap you. And it turns out the two of you are old buddies. So, what made you suddenly decide to come down from the Express? Aw, how sweet. But Mr. Yang and I have been holding our own. We're pretty much Xianzhou heroes at this point. Anyway, it's great to have you with us, Dan Heng.
Imbibitor Lunay's reincarnation. Dong Hong, correct? I've heard your name before. Your name was only erased from the public eye. But as the Master Diviner, I know, and should know, all the records of years gone by. Such archives are of great importance in times of need. I was not born in the heroic and extraordinary era of the High Cloud Quintet. To have seen those legends with my own eyes. Your appearance closely matches the depiction in the annals. Does Videodora reincarnation really entail a complete transformation? A new life?
I wish we could just have him for free, because, like, you would lock him and he's like, there he is.
Has coming here triggered your memory? Release your full potential. The power you carry is the key to opening a way through to the Ambrosial Arbor.
I knew you'd come. When we first mentioned the Xianzhou, there was a sad look in your eyes. They may have banished you, but the Luofu is still your home. You're a member of the Express crew, Dan Heng. Let's settle this matter as soon as possible. Our journey doesn't end here.
Angel looks at you as you both become silent. Is there nothing you'd like to ask? He just shakes his head. He doesn't want to speak. Nobody can get him to open up. Alright, I think that's it. Let me double check.
You know, the more I look at this statue, the less Dan Heng-y it gets. Still, it's got the same stony expression.
Wow. Thanks, Mark.
Perhaps it is a little inappropriate of me to pry into the secrets of the Videodora. But your appearance closely matches the depiction in the annals. Does Videodora reincarnation really entail a complete transformation? A new life?
Has coming here triggered your memory? Release your full potential. The power you carry is the key to opening a way through to the Ambrosial Arbor.
Yeah, those two haven't exactly been on their best behavior. It would have been good to have you here earlier.
Alright. Looks like we're gonna have to. Ah! I didn't mean it!
You know,
No!
the more I look, still.
Ugh. Let's skip that. I'm sorry, Bart. That's not why I was looking at you. Alright. So we're gonna have to. That is so cool just looking at this. Alright, let's do this. Statue of the High Elder has been greatly changed by years of weathering. Okay, I better turn it off. Hearken as the arbor revives the foe near, and we call forth the mighty waters of the ancient sea, the blood abodes of heaven and well roots of evil. We etch this in stone for all to see. Well, here we go. Beneath the endless rolling wave, the ancient roots, the arbor blaze long dormant. They stir and come to life, as if a beast were waking from its stride. Constant mechanism woven by past thrones, the binding that tamed the beast, power known as fragile net, soon to shatter and fall to decades, warning heard by one and all. Memories from the past emerge from darkness, tightly gripping you. Here we go. Wow, 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 wow. What a way to open that. Beautiful. Mwah. Beautiful. He was singing his heart out. I love it. Now I'm gonna probably abuse that song so much on Spotify if it comes out on there. Alright. Wow.
The annals mention that Scale Gorge waterscape was once the location of Dragon Palace. Small wonder. Look at all these submerged structures.
I was fortunate enough to be here during the Shuhu upheaval period. I witnessed this place in its prime. An age passed. The palace was left in ruins, and the Vidyadhara used their sacred homeland to imprison the Arbor. The Luofu and the Xianzhou are greatly indebted to them. Lady Fu.
Here, General.
Remain here. Lead the Cloud Knights in defense of this passage. We must prevent further incidents.
Jingyuan. General, are you planning to face Gantilia alone?
I wouldn't say so. I'll be counting on a few friends for support.
General, don't cast us aside. We're willing to go with you.
Yes, General. We may not be the mightiest force, but it's our duty as Cloud Knights to protect the Xianzhou. How can we let Outworlders face the danger while we stay behind the lines? With your permission, sir, allow me to lead the way.
I understand your sentiments, soldiers. But the adversary ahead of us is not an abomination of abundance. They are a Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion. Crossing this line will bring you into the conflict between the Rainbow Arbiter and the Ruin Author. You have a more important duty.
Cloud Knights, attention!
After I enter the Ambrosial Arbor, and if the seawater returns to its original state, you must withdraw immediately and seal off the delve once more. The Master Diviner will lead you.
Yes, General!
Lady Fu, if I am unable to return, I entrust you with the important task of relaying the full account to the other Xianzhou ships.
I trust you will be here to reissue the order in person. But whatever the outcome, I will do as you command and honor the mission.
Spoken like a true general.
Awesome. I'm pretty sure we can't use, yeah. It's so unfortunate that you Don Hung his ultimate, so upsetting. But now it just makes me want to I really want him. Alright, I am so close to unlocking his all his forms here, but of all of that, so I cannot wait. Alright. I'm not too sure what we'll
These steps are so far apart. I gotta find a way down.
You scale-gorge waterscape to seal the arbor. Treason! Blasphemy! You've lost your senses. You think this will gain the trust of the Xianzhou natives. Those who are not of our kind can never be of our mind.
I understand your misgivings, but my decision is made. That is the course we must take.
Very well. In that case, I will report you to the Preceptors and have you stripped of the name and power of the High Elder.
This must be the first High Elder that accepted the mission to quell the Ambrosial Arbor. According to tradition, from then on, successive High Elders were obliged to return to the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. They would guide the tides of the ancient sea to guard and strengthen the Arbor's seal.
Do you remember now?
Yes. Reverence to the Three Talons, the path to the Great Roots. It's the way to the root depths.
Is that some kind of riddle? Reverence to the Three Talons. What the heck does that mean?
Don't worry about it. Just follow me.
Oh, what a huge palace. Completely abandoned. That must have been difficult for them. Imagine how upset you'd be if you had to abandon me.
For the Vidyadhara, it must have been a necessary sacrifice.
You scale-gorge waterscape to seal. You've lost your senses.
I understand your
have to repeat. Does it tell you what kind of enemies are in here? I don't recall it ever doing that. I guess I'll find out if there's enemies down here. ceremonial lamp left by the Vidira. It contains a Vidira power of sealing. By lighting them up in a specific sequence, the corresponding seals of the Scale Gorge waterscape can be removed.
This is one of the places mentioned in the riddle. One of the 3 talents. If we can break the seal here, we'll be a step closer to the roots of the arbor.
Those seals you mentioned, do you mean these weird-looking stone lanterns?
That's right. From what I recall, we have to touch these stone lanterns in a particular sequence to unlock the seals in this area.
In that case, then, I'll leave it to you.
I'll do my best.
Hey, check it out! The bases of these stone lanterns are different.
It worked.
General, did you hear about Miss Ting-Yun?
I received word from Lady Fu. The depth of Fentilia's infiltration, along with her meticulous planning, makes her extremely difficult to guard against. The Cloud Knights will carry out an investigation. But for now, our most pressing matter is to put a stop to Fentilia's scheme.
I wonder if wind really is going to matter in the battle.
What is this?
Miss March, I would advise you to refrain from interfering with the Vidyadhara.
Huh? The Vidyadhara? You mean these pearls will turn into people?
When the life of a Vidyadhara is over, they return to the ancient sea and form a shell, before emerging anew. This is the hatching rebirth cycle.
Whoa.
It seems either way I can take the route of this way or the other way.
Welcome, customers.
A thousand wonders to raid!
Minus one! This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed. Time for a buzz.
Let's settle this.
Eternal sleep is not the end.
The dead return!
Seize the moment!
Lance ablaze! Lance!
Forward!
Receive divinity. Repay.
Lance at the...
Let's be friends.
I'll see you off.
Can I have fun? More. Nice. Let's do it again when you're leveled up.
There's one down here.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed. You took the bait. Time for a buzz.
Let's settle this. Eternal sleep, the dead return!
Wonders to fight its blood!
Lance ablaze! Lance!
Forward! You chose the wrong enemy.
Lance at the ready.
This seal was already on the verge of breaking before the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection.
What seems to be the problem, Frank? It would appear the seals have you at a loss. Could the murals in our vicinity be related to the seals?
And as the day is almost gone, return alone to water's song. Beneath the waves in silver shell, await new life that time will tell. The worldly limit of the Vidyadhara is reached after 7 centuries. They return to the ancient sea and form a shell, awaiting the next hatching rebirth.
This mural is pretty interesting. It looks like time hasn't had any effect on it.
This mural must be related to the others here. It tells the story of the Vidyadhara self-reincarnation, from hatching rebirth in the ancient sea, to the return to that same sea as the cycle begins again.
Hey, do you think this could be related to the seals?
Perhaps.
Perhaps? Fair enough. It's tough racking your brains all the time. I'm struggling to keep track.
Alright. I will continue doing the puzzles, but for now I will end the episode for now for this. So until then, I will catch you guys definitely on the next episode, and we'll see what happens later on. So definitely be sure to hit that like button and be sure to subscribe so that way you guys don't miss any content that comes out here on my channel. So till Till then, stay safe, guys, and catch you guys next time. Till then, bye.